What's going on, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Welcome to Texas Podcast. Thank you for all the day ones, all the new subscribers, all the likes, all the comments, all the feedback. Thank you so much. Man, it's greatly appreciated. This video is just going to be a quick little video on that topic. As you can see on the thumbnail, it's called the Puppet Master. And then you got Pinhead, and then you got the Jester. You got these characters. And the thing about it is, I received these messages a few days back. And let me see if I can click them up there real quick. Well, you can see the first one. It says right there, uh, Noel, man to man, I apologize to you if Blue Blanco is not you. So and so, all the stuff he's been doing. However, I saw your on team footage, and I truly. And the thing is once I received those messages, I was kind of hesitant because he's been controlling and spinning every narrative behind the scenes. He might not have been doing it directly, but he had something. He was involved in everything that was being taken or said about me, or doxing, or allegations, accusations. He had part in it. Either firsthand knowledge, creating thumbnails. He was much as the problem as the person doing it and uploading it. I can't apologize for nothing. I can't sit there, man. Hey, you apologize to me, and I can sit back and say, hey, you know what? I want to apologize too. There ain't shit for me to apologize to. I mean, I didn't sit here and made it about you or anybody else. It's always been about that one guy, Mark. It's always been about. You, on the other hand, took it personally. And people are telling me, man, you're taking this too personal. You're taking it too personal. Shit. I never meant to take it personal. I just wanted to bring another side of the story. That's it. Then at my addresses, my accusations, and that started wanting to be played about me, started making it about me. Calling me a racist this, racist that, which I'm far from. I'm not. I don't discriminate on anybody's culture, lifestyle, background, nationality, religion. I base that person off who they are, their character, not from what I can get from them, or what I can get from you, or what I can give you. Not from my own agenda. This guy went for like a 2-3 hour live, a 2-3 hour live, ranting and raving, calling me every name in the book. Not only me, but my loved ones that, have nothing to do with. They're irrelevant to this. Playing with my health, calling me a dope fiend, a junkie, or whatever other names that they called me, man. Everything under the sun was called. For what? For trying to expose a deviant for what he was doing? He ain't no Boy Scout. He shouldn't even be on YouTube. Hey, and the other people from Alabama, no, I understand. Mark is from Alabama. Mark is the poster boy from Alabama Bandits. That's not to say that every man in Alabama is a bad man. You can't just give the whole state of Alabama and be like, hey man, just because it's a handful of bad apples, can't make the whole state look bad. Because there is some pretty stomped down dudes in Alabama. Look at Youngblood. Youngblood stepped up. He came out, spoke his mind. Why? Because he said, man, I'm from Alabama. I'm a black male. I don't like the way my state and my race is being portrayed like that. We're not all that. We're not all like that. And it takes a few to, stand up and speak their mind and be like, hey, we don't rock with that, man. Not like that other guy, the puppet master, Charlotte's Web. He did everything he could to try to justify this guy's actions or try to keep him in the dark. He brought fake, numerous characters. You know, rest in peace, David Mendenhall. He brought out a so-called Mendenhall, and then he brought out this so-called Betty the cook. Everything that they said was comical content. I get that, that's fine and dandy. But once you started making it personal, doxing me, accusations, allegations, it no longer became content. For me, it's content now. For me, I'm just, therapeutical coming on here, speaking my mind and bringing awareness. I wasn't trying to promote or hide the things a sexual deviant was doing. I didn't do that. I came on here, try to let people hear another side of the story, which I did through Hips, Linda Hall, Youngblood, Ward and Wise, all credible people, man. I didn't come on here spitting my own narrative after narrative after narrative. And people are like, get off the gas, man. Why are you constantly talking about this topic? Because once they made it personal, man, I had no choice but to continue going. I had to continue to show them that I wasn't built like that way. I'm not built. I'm not gonna get intimidated. You're not gonna bully me. You're not gonna hog me. You're not gonna do any of these things, any of these intimidation or bully tactics that I guess you're used to practicing on people. And I noticed that this YouTube is a bunch of deception. There's a lot of apps and software that programs that you can program to do what you want it to do for you. You can have as many as 1,000, and it's not just. There's a lot of channels that deploy the same thing. There's a lot of channels that do the same thing. They bot up their live chats. If there's another uh content creator that they're not getting along and they have a live, what they do, they go get another live. They start their live and they bot up their live. It's almost a deception. Be like, well, look at our numbers over here. We got 500, and how many you got? 40. It's a deception, and I realize that. So to me, it's like, hey, if I get 1, 2, 3, 4 views, man, I'm happy, man, because somebody gave me their time to actually sit there and listen to my dumb ass. And it's hard to keep people entertained. It's hard. But let's get back to the puppet master. Really can't take those messages for his word. Because if he feels that way, then he should make a public apology, not only to myself, but to his day ones, his paid membership members, people that are actually given to him because they support. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that actually support him and don't support that Mark saga. But he did everything he could to defend and discredit everybody else that came and spoke against old Mark. Everybody. Because instead of him telling a public an apology to everybody, he's creating nothing but June 5th, left and right, trying to get channels. He's too much of a coward to actually speak up and say, you know what, man, I bet on the wrong horse. So my only thing is just to sit back in the corner and try to wait for a play to happen. In the meantime, I can try to help these other channels create their content and help them blow up and get a piece of that pie. It's the definition of a narcissist, man. Self-preservation. He don't care about nobody other than himself. I done told you, I done gave y'all a scenario, man. You got these three dudes in the car. You got Charlotte's Web driving. And you got Mark in the passenger. You got June 5th in the baby cart seat back there, sucking his thumb. And then you got Charlotte's Web unbuckling that seatbelt, opening that driver's side door, and rolling out and watching that car go straight into the lake. Self-preservation. That's all he's doing, man. Fuck everybody else. As long as I make it out. Those are the type of guys that scream and preach prison and street politics. But once they're in that room right there, they're the ones eating McDonald's, Burger King, or Domino's. They're gonna give it up. Why? Because at the end of the day, they only give a fuck about themselves. They don't care. They don't care about the next man. Never have, never will. So those type of characters, why do you want them around? Those guys would be considered snitches. Snitches. I mean, you got to speak up on these guys' character, man. None of these guys can say they're actual fathers. One went to prison for not being a provider. One's got the restraining order for one reason or another. He ain't gonna have his kids. He's paying child support. The other one, fuck, that documentary fucking ruined any kind of relationship you can have with anybody. They're gonna know, man. That's that's the real Mark right there. The body language, the mannerisms, People that know you and grew up with you and raised you know you are telling the truth. Shit, I can tell you're telling the truth by the way you speak that documentary play by play. And then you got Charlotte's Web saying, man, it was the unseen footage that did it for me. It was the unseen footage. I was already thinking about that. It was a possibility, but man, that unseen footage did it for me. I don't get it, man. Credibility as a man, as a father, you got to sit there and question yourself. How can I support these people? Man, I'm not the best. I'm not the best father, man. I'm still learning as I go, but I've been a provider. I've been there. I'm not saying I'm the best father, man, but hey, compared to these three clowns, it's sad, man, that you have kids, especially sons as a father. You want your kids to be better than you, man. You want them to achieve much greater success than you did. And by the only way you can help by doing that is by giving them the game. Check this out, man. Don't do this because this was going to happen. Well, how do you know? Because I did it, man. Don't go that route. Do this route. Look, if I was you, which I wish I could go back to your age and relive my life, I would have done this. Why? Because I did that and it didn't work out for me, man. So maybe if I would have did that instead of doing this, it would have probably been more prosperous. But that's our job as fathers. You know what I mean? We have to show our sons and daughters. I don't get it, man. Those apologies are like crocodile tears. They don't mean they don't mean nothing, man. You know, uh, it's just a little quick video. Probably do another one in a little bit. Just wanted to touch up on those text messages. And y'all let me know in the comments, man, what y'all think, man. Should we give these guys a pass? Continue with the content? Y'all let me know, man, because I got some stories lined up, man. And I got a lot of things that I've been planning to do, man. Like I want to do, man. Like I guess, find a little spot to where people can come by and drop by and do interviews. Like a little office space lot or some shit like that. I know a place in Wanna Hill in Dallas where they got this little office spaces and shit, and they rent like basically a fucking seems almost like the size of a closet, but you got enough room for a couple of chairs in there. I mean, it's a little bit bigger than a closet, you know what I mean? But it's enough for a chairs and a couple of people to sit there, interact, and do a podcast. I guess how they do it, like on No Jumper and all them other content creator platforms. Thank y'all, man, for rocking with me. And we'll touch up on this and a little bit more.